What is going on YouTube? Dr. Way here, and you up with another video, and I wanted to give you guys another tip on how to start, forget where I go, on how to kind of start off the right way, because I said it's all about your mindset, and it's the same thing from the moment you pick your civilization. So you first get in the game, you can pick a civilization, and then once you get to City Hall 10, they'll allow you to you this thing where you can switch it. Um, so I'm not gonna go through all of them. I just want to go over the ones that I think are worth mentioning, right? So first, I'll tell you the ones to avoid. I really don't like Rome. The gathering speed, full gathering speed is okay. There's nothing really wrong with the march speed. The CPO himself isn't really that strong to me, like in general. And then like I feel like this doesn't give you enough bang for your buck, so to speak, to like lock into a Rome situation. Now, maybe in the late game, maybe infantry, if you run an infantry, and I know they're slow, so that march speed might mean something to you, but nah, I don't know. Steel's better. Let's see, who else don't I really like? Listen, do not, if you don't spend money, don't do Arabia. Just don't. You're not going to be rivaling anybody if you're not spending money. Forget it. Don't go Arabia unless you spend money. For the same reason, Ottoman is Osman. That's his name, Osman the First, I think, is a city attacking commander. Technically, I mean he does do skill damage, whatever, but like I would avoid city hitting commanders, especially if you're free to play. And I don't even think Osman's super good. I think he's kind of situational. I've seen people do some nutty damage with him with the right builds and stuff, but like in generally speaking, avoid that one. I think the other ones are okay. Some people use Japan. I don't think Japan's really bad, but the scout march speed doesn't really matter at the late stages of the game, just in the early game, so you kind of don't get benefit from the scout march speed as much after you clear the fog. Okay, so let me show you the ones that are worth mentioning. Even though I think there's better commanders than Herman, he's not terrible. Germany gives you troop training speed, that's good. He gives you action point recovery, that's really fucking good, 10%. And he's cavalry, which is, I think, it's the fastest unit and the unit that people usually want full marches of so they can get around the map quicker. So boom, Germany is good, and the special unit is a cavalry unit, and that lines up with the cavalry attack. Boom. Britain, I like Britain just for Boudica having that extra. She's a peacekeeper, so just having that extra barbarian damage and being able to do the PvE stuff better, more efficiently early on. That's a big bonus, but you can get Lohar pretty early. He's another good peacekeeper, but fuck, I got 3 peacekeepers, so I mean, Boudica's one of them, and I mean, I pair her, and she's really good. This is what my wife uses actually. The troop training speed I say is good. Archer attack, I guess, whatever. The only thing question was the allied garrison capacity. Like, okay, fine, more people can defend your city if you're getting attacked, but in a lot of servers, your city doesn't get attacked that much anyway. So there you go. Okay, I'm going through each one, even though I said I wouldn't. I'm trying to go fast. France is really good. This commander is OP as fuck, in my opinion, for a free-to-play way. Doesn't matter how much damage you do. Doesn't matter how many troops you have. She buffs the entire team 30% of selective stats depending on what unit is in your troop or your march or somebody else's march. The troop health is good, generally speaking, 3% across the board no matter what troop you bring. The gathering speed is nice, and the hospital healing speed is really good due to some changes where you can't get a whole bunch of help, as much help as you used to be able to with your hospital. So France is, I ain't gonna lie, France is looking mighty appetizing. Spain's okay. Like Pelagius, Garrison Commander, Cavalry. A little slow for a Cavalry Commander, but good. Cavalry Defense has a Cavalry unit. Experience from Barbarians is good. PvE focus and resource production, which isn't really noticeable in the beginning of the game, but once you get to like the little bit mid and late game, that 20% is pretty good. This is my guy. China, I recommend China and France specifically over a lot of the other picks. I think France, China, and Germany, honestly, over most other picks. So with China, you get the build speed, that's huge. And then you get some action point recovery, not as much as Germany. And then like the 3% troop defense, doesn't matter what troops you bring, they get 3% more defense. That's good. Great commander, probably the best epic commander in the game. Garrison, I don't want to say good, decent tank. If you're in a garrison and got full talents and all that, you can reduce the damage you take by, like, I think something like 20, upwards of 20 something percent. Like it's pretty good in my opinion. I like this guy. AOE damage, regenerates rage. This ain't really too much. This dude can't do other than attack cities and objectives. But like on the defensive end, very strong. Already talked about Japan. Kuzunoki has some niches, but we're not gonna get into that. Now, I like Korea, but not in the beginning of the game. Like Korea, I might switch to Korea at the end of the game, and that's just because research takes so long, and that 3% research speed we're literally translate to hundreds of fucking hours in the late game, dude. I'm not even fucking kidding you. Hundreds of fucking hours in the late game. That's how good 3% is. Okay, so there you go. I already talked about Arabia, Ottoman, and then with the Byzantium. Belisarius, I like him as a commander. He's a peacekeeper. He's really fast. Really fucking fast. You pair him with Bayabars, and they're insane. Insane quick. Again, Stone Gathering, okay. Cavalry Health, okay, that matches up. Hospital capacity, questionable. Like, okay, if I'm gonna care about the Stone Gathering speed, like, that's the thing. I just go with France. I mean, because it's kind of like the same type of idea, but France is just better. And I think the commander's better. So, there you go. Hopefully that helped. I think we're waiting. I just want to do a quick video. We're waiting on a couple of guys to get here. And hopefully this is going to make you a master governor. So, look, don't choose Arabia. I hate when I see Arabia on people who don't even spend money on the game. Don't go Arabia if you don't spend money. Period. No. Stop. Right? If you're free to play, France, because of the commander and the bonuses are pretty good. China, if you want to speed up like the building process, like China's where it's at. Germany, if you like training troops and doing a lot of action point stuff. Those are all great choices. So hopefully this made you a master governor.